Mataji. Well, hearty welcome, everyone. Welcome, Jean-Michel.
Hello everyone.
Nice to see you all. So that I don't forget later, I'm just going to mention that we do have a separate room for an introductory catch-up meditation, and then Daniel is going there. If there's anyone else who's here new and would like to go into the separate room just initially, then rejoin us after you've had that first catch-up meditation, so you're all caught up to where we're at. Just let me know. Daniel, I'm going to assign you. So we'll do that after we've done our introductions and let you know what's happening today, and then I'll assign you to the room. Jean-Michel's going to look after you, but we'll just do our chit-chat catch-ups first, and then we'll assign you, so don't worry. And as I said, if there's anyone else who is here for the first time meditating with us and would like to have that catch-up meditation, just let us know in the chat. I think you've got that ability. We had lovely meditation last night on the heart, which was very nice. We also talked about our meditation spaces, and if anyone wants to share their meditation space, we'll do that at the end. We have tomorrow night, we'll be having a lovely session on forgiveness, so that'll be good. But tonight is on witnessing, so that's something we all do, of course. We're just witnessing the drama of life. But and here is Hetty. Welcome, Hetty. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks.
That's
I'm
good.
really happy to be here today.
Yeah, so it's very nice to have you. And we're looking forward to having a lovely meditation on the witnessing quality of the Vishudi. And was there anything else we needed to catch up for everyone? We can probably talk about anything else we've missed afterwards, so feel free to have your questions ready, and we will love to answer any questions, and also any experience you have going forward in your meditation tonight as well. So Jean-Michel, how are you? How was your day?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. My day was happy. I was, this morning I had a meditation when just after I woke up, I had a meditation. And I find it very good for me to meditate when early morning. And, yesterday we spoke about the security. And when I do a meditation with sufficient silence and attention, what happened to me is that, in the day, anything can happen. Like you have, I had a busy day actually, and anything can happen. You can have an email which upsets you or whatever it is. But if my meditation has been good in the morning, I feel like this sense of protection, of being taken care of, where whatever happens to me in the day, it doesn't take me to anxiety or stress or fear. It's like somehow I believe that it's going to work out, it's going to be taken care of, and the day is quite smooth. There is no real drama. And I think that's the beauty of meditation. It gives us that strength.
It is. It's really, really good. And also the sleep. I had my sleep app on last night, and I did my foot soak after our session last night, and I had a fantastic meditation just before going to sleep. And then my sleep app said I had 84% quality sleep, even though it was much shorter than I needed. So that's also a nice side benefit.
Yeah, look, that's things that we take for granted now because we've been used to doing it. But I remember before starting meditation, you would never know when was going to be your good day and your bad day.
Yes.
But now it's, the more we stick to our meditation every day, the more this balance is really established. It's strong.
Yeah.
And for me, it's hard to get off balance, to be honest. I don't, it's true. It's very difficult to see myself way out. It doesn't happen often.
And we tend to get the troubles we can deal with, if you know what I mean. Like some people are busy dealing with a lot of trouble, and others less trouble. But it's whatever you get, you can cope with, and you've got the tools
It's true.
to manage.
It's true. Yeah.
So, and we're doing it for the world, really. You know, we're kind of the archetype of all people like us. So it's up to us to manage it for everyone else who's the same as us.
Yeah.
Hetty, what about you? How's your day been?
Yeah, it's good. I'm still home sick with a flu. So
Oh,
I hope my voice keeps up. So I might have a bit of
it's sounding
coffee,
good.
but I've got a drink here. But a cup of tea, by the way. Yeah.
Well,
But
you, Hetty.
I really wanted to be here and
Yes,
share
that's
this
the
today.
amazing thing. It's such a boost doing these sessions with everyone, with all the great potential yogis here and actual
Yeah,
yogis.
exactly. That's right.
It gives you such a boost, so you can't say no.
The great thing is with all of this is like we don't have to be trying to be detached and a witness, or we don't have to be trying with willpower to be this or that or peaceful or whatever. But if we start meditating, it just starts to happen spontaneously, and there's just, there's nothing you have to do. The only thing you have to do is start meditating. Exactly. So it's pretty amazing. And compared to you guys, I'm still a newbie. I've been doing Sahaja Yoga meditation for a bit more than 7 years. But the difference that it made in myself and in my life was just off the scale. I did one session a few years ago about anger, because I used to be a very, very angry person. and everybody's now like, oh, we can really not imagine you being angry. But I was very, very angry. And with just about like 9 months of meditation, it completely disappeared.
Yeah,
and a little while I had a bit of caffeine-induced anger, and then I thought, that's how it was. And you kind of forget. So sometimes it's good to be reminded how it used to be.
It is, because no one should feel that, oh, but my problems are so bad, I don't think I could do it. Everyone can do it. It doesn't matter from what walk of life.
Yeah, that's right.
Walking through, you can be your ideal self, your perfect self.
Yeah, and I had before I try to be a good person, and I was aware of a lot of things that I wasn't very good at and I should be better at. And I try to go there with willpower and trying hard, but it's just not working. But
then all of a sudden.
But when you meditate, it just starts to happen automatically. And then, and like you say, sometimes you just forget where you were, and you forget, what happened before. And then I look back like a year, and I see how much has changed, inside of me.
Constantly changing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it just ripples out to the people around you and work, and it just flows everywhere.
We've got a couple of comments in the chat. So Gidris is asking to be assigned a mentor, and yes, we will be assigning mentors by the end of the week. So thank you, Gidris, for putting the message there. And anyone else who would like to be assigned the mentor, which we will do by the end of the week, you're welcome to also put a message in the chat. And then Sarita was asking about, are there any sleep meditations that you can recommend? And I think we can probably talk about that at the end. So I've made a note that we won't forget, but we'll talk about sleep meditation. And
if I may say, what is really good for sleep is have a foot soak.
Yeah.
Every night, every time, before when you come home or before you go to sleep. A foot soak is absolutely amazing. So I don't know if you were here before. So if you haven't got your foot soak prepared, then you still have a few minutes to get it ready now. And I can really recommend it. It's absolutely amazing. And
For all of those who are in the night time, you'll be having your foot soak before bed now. However, if it's your morning, you'll have to have another one later.
I hardly miss one, but
No.
I missed one a little while ago. And I went to bed and my mind was just like going crazy. And I thought, I should have foot soaked. I forgot. I was too tired to do it. And then I still got out of bed, did my foot soak, and then went back to bed and I went to sleep and I had a wonderful sleep. So it should, no matter how tired you are, just have a foot soak every day. It's the best thing ever.
Yep. Well, I hope you've all got your buckets ready, and I think we should let Hetty take us through our foot soaks if we're all ready for that. So I might do my very tricky assigning of Jean-Michel is going to look after Daniel, and then they'll both come back when they're ready. And I didn't see anyone else who's new tonight, so I'll just hand you both over together, Jean-Michel.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works well. So talk amongst yourselves while I just.
Hetty, I don't think you look sick at all.
No,
I don't look sick, but I sleep most of the day. I'm not well at all, but you can't see it. And in the morning, it's evening here. In the morning, I don't have hardly any voice. And I sound terrible. So yeah.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
All right. I think Daniel and Jean-Michel, you have to click on join to get into your self-realization room. And so I will now hand over to you, Hetty. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks very much, Lynn.
Yeah.
So hi everybody, and I hope you all got your foot soak ready. I did my foot soak just before because otherwise I'll be disappearing doing all kind of stuff. But let's just start all together by raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in Bandhan. And you do that while you bring your attention in thoughtless awareness above the head. So let's do that together now. And let's put ourselves in Bandhan, in protection. Keep your attention above the head. Okay, when you have your foot soak ready now, you can just put your feet in. And today is about the Vishuddhi Chakra, which is here at the center of your throat. And we have 3 Vishuddhi chakras. So we have a center, a right, and a left one. And they all have different qualities. So the center is of being a detached witness. And I just want to share a quick story how I got my crash course in the witnessing. And that is by every Saturday, I take my car and go to the farmer's market. And there's a lot of traffic lights on the way. And some days is when I start off, the first traffic light will turn red. And then usually all of them will turn red. And even though it's my day off, I would get really agitated or just like, oh, really, another red light. And then I thought, what's the point of this? There's no point getting agitated or reacting to the traffic lights. So then I thought, okay, I don't let it spoil my mood. I'll just be, happy about it. So that was the next thing. So every time the traffic light goes red, and then it was one after another, and every time I started to laugh more and more and more, that like, oh, another one. And it was actually really funny. But then I thought, I'm still reacting. I'm laughing, but I'm still reacting. So the next time I thought, okay, this time I'll go in meditation while I drive to the market. And I'm not going to react whatever the traffic lights are doing. So if they all go red, all green, it doesn't matter. I just go to thoughtless awareness. So that's what I do now most of the time. And when you do that, when you go in thoughtless awareness, then you actually stay in a state of peace and joy from within yourself. So that is what the quality is of this chakra. That's where we don't react to everything. So normally we react to everything, like someone cuts us off in the traffic, someone is saying something to us, or you get a bad email, we're reacting. And if you can just witness of what's happening without having any reaction or thinking, you will stay in that state of peace. And there's no point. Nothing makes it better by reacting. It takes you out of your center. So it's much better and much more use if you can just stay in that thoughtless awareness and just see and enjoy the drama happening around you. So that is this quality. And as I said before, you don't need to willpower to try and do this. You don't have to try hard. If you just start meditating every day, a little while, about 10 minutes in the morning, about 10 minutes at night, is all it takes, and things start changing. It just happens automatically. And that's the great thing about this. There's no hard work in it. The only hard work is like 10 minutes morning, 10 minutes at night. That's it. And over time, it will change. And then sleep will improve because you react less, and all kind of things start to improve. But that's enough about that now. Then the left Vishuddhi on this side, you all remember from doing the affirmations and the self-realization. That's the center where guilt gets stored. Now, guilt can come from when you're doing the wrong things. And in that case, it's just best not to do those, anything immoral or whatever. And then again, often as you start meditating, you don't want to do those things anymore. And there's also a lot of guilt that other people can put on us, or the society, of how we should be successful, making a lot of money, how our body should look like, all that kind of things. That's all is very useless guilt. So you can just surrender that and it will just disappear. You'll just see as it is and starting letting go of all those conditionings. Now, the right Vishuddhi is the energy center that when it's in balance, it makes you talk really sweet and kind and with diplomacy. And when it's out of balance, that can be caused by if someone speaks sarcastic or unkind or like really dominating, that kind of things. And again, like these things improve as you start meditating. All these things start to improve. So what we're gonna do now is, oh yeah, so what I want to say is of what often happens as we start meditating and the Kundalini starts to rise, some people start to cough. So coughing is because there are some imbalances in the throat chakra, and the Kundalini rises and it tries to heal it. So the coughing is fine. It doesn't matter. Don't try to suppress it because it makes it worse. And over time, it just will improve and it just will go. I had a lot of coughing in the beginning. So we have our feet in the water and let's do some meditation. So if we can get a picture of Shri Mataji, because the vibrations of the picture of Shri Mataji really helps our meditation. And then we do a little bit of clearing. So we're going to start off with clearing our left channel. And when we clear our left channel, we have our left hand pointing towards the photo and the candle. So I don't know if you already have a candle. And the right hand drops towards the earth. So you can close your eyes. And here we ask Kundalini or Mother Kundalini, please clear my left channel. Please clear my left channel. And now we'll go in thoughtless awareness for a couple of minutes. And we'll be there just in silence. And come back. Have your hands in front of you about on the level where your heart is. And just see if you can feel if one hand is a bit heavier than the other or more fingers are tingly. Probably the left hand feels a lot lighter now and less tingly. And always, when you meditate by yourself, always clear both sides. And usually it's best to just start the left side first, but it doesn't matter. Now let's clear the right side now. So your right hand points towards the photo of Shri Mataji, and the left hand points up towards the sky with the hand palm facing back. Close your eyes. And we ask, Mother Kundalini or Mother, please clear all of my right channel. Please clear my right channel. And now go in thoughtless awareness above your head, and we stay there for a few minutes. And come back and have your hands in front of your heart again. And you probably can feel a clear difference now in the right. That's also the right and the left hand are not heavy anymore. And a lot of the tingling has disappeared. So heaviness is just showing you that that channel is a little bit out of balance and it needs clearing. And when the fingers are tingly or hot or even painful, that means those energy centers are a little bit out of balance. And you don't even need to know why. It's just you bring them back in balance. Now put the hands on your lap. Your feet are still in the water. And we just do some affirmations on the throat chakra. So for the left Vishuddhi Chakra, we say, I am not guilty. I am not guilty at all. And you don't need to think about where the guilt comes from. You just say, I am not guilty at all. And go back in thoughtless awareness above the head for a little while. Bring the attention to your center, Vishuddhi, throat chakra. And the affirmation here is, Mother Kundalini, please make me a detached witness. Please make me a detached witness. And we won't try too hard. It will just happen as we meditate and as we ask. Please make me a detached witness. And bring the attention above the head, where we go in thoughtless awareness. Now bring your attention to the right Vishuddhi, the right side of the throat energy center. This is the center. When it's nicely in balance, we become really diplomatic and we talk sweet. So here we ask, Mother, please give me the ability to be diplomatic and kind and talk in a sweet way. Please give me the ability to be diplomatic, talk sweet, and be kind. And go back in thoughtless awareness the attention above the head. When thoughts come, don't fight them. The attention goes to the thought and then it just disappears and you can go back in thoughtless awareness. Now we continue the meditation with some music. We're still foot soaking. The music will be for about 6 minutes, and it's a raga. So that's a piece of music which is there especially for the Vishuddhi Chakra. The musical instrument for this chakra is the flute, and the flute brings our Vishuddhi back in balance. Now, don't try and think if you like this music or you don't like it, or what you like or what you don't like. Just don't think about it. Just be in meditation and just enjoy. In a minute, we'll play the talk of Shri Mataji about being a detached witness. And before that, if you can finish your foot soak and rinse your feet and dry them off, and then just push the bowl of water aside. So don't walk away, stay with the computer, and we don't want to disrupt your state of meditation. So when you do the foot soak by yourself, all you need to do is raise your kundalini, put yourself in bandhan, while your foot, then put your feet in the bucket, clear your right side, clear your left channel, and maybe put some Sahaja meditation music on and foot soak for about 10 minutes. And you'll never regret that. So we'll listen now to the talk of Shri Mataji.
In Sahaja Yoga, we have never tried to overcome the desires by taking sannyasa or running away from the house or for all kinds of things that are being suggested. The first thing that is done is that you get the light of your spirit. Spirit is the reflection of Sadashiva. In that light, he shows. He is just showing the path. The spirit is just like a light which is burning and which is showing the path. In that path, you yourself become so wise that you walk in the light of wisdom, that you walk in the light of righteousness. Because whatever is destructive is seen through the light of your spirit. You start giving up all that is destructive. Nobody has to tell you that give up this, give up that. You yourself realize that this is wrong and we should give up. This was, I should say, my own understanding of human beings. Because these are the days where people are in complete illusions. They are in a conflict all the time, struggling even to exist. Under these circumstances, everything would have failed if we had started with taking a sannyasa and then going to Himalayas and all that. If you have to do this for the masses, something has to be done radical, and luckily I've been able to find out a way by which you can get your sprouting, your realization. Now some people who get realization have to understand certain things, because as you know, there are many people who have got realization. I don't know how many, I don't keep count. But what is lacking in them is surrendering. It's embarrassing to say, but it is a fact. This is the only condition of modern Sahaja Yoga, that you have to really surrender. if you start using your brain, if you start using other methods to understand Sahaja Yoga, you cannot. You must surrender. And as Islam is nothing but surrender. Islam means surrender. And if that surrender is not there, it is impossible to establish anyone in the kingdom of God. Surrender is not that you should give up your family, give up your children, or give up your houses and homes and your properties. Surrendering is here, give up your ego to begin with, and then give up your conditionings. But first thing, as I said, is surrendering. In surrendering, actually, you develop a kind of a state where I would say you become a sannyasi from within. That means nothing can dominate you. What is a sannyasi? Is a person who is above everything else. Nothing can stick to him. He just looks at things and he knows what it is. He may not say. He knows everything and he doesn't do whatever is wrong. He is so detached that in that detachment only he can see what's wrong with people. He starts seeing his family people, he starts seeing other surroundings everywhere. He starts seeing what's wrong. And he does not identify with them. It's very surprising. You see, it is so clear-cut that this light definitely gives you tremendous wisdom and balance. Supposing you are walking and you can't see the road, you may fall down. But if there's little light also, you can see it. And this is what Sahaja Yoga has done. It's given you very little light. That little light itself has been sufficient for you to give up so many things. So when we talk of ascent, we talk of a higher life, we have to become sannyasi like the lotus that comes out of the pond and no water can stay on that. Even the leaves of lotus, no water can stay on that. Just like that we have to become. We don't have to wear sannyasi's dresses, nothing of that. But from inside, a kind of a detached attention is there, which immediately locates the problem within you and without. And also in Sahaja Yoga, you know how to overcome that. It's a very effective, efficient system. But for that again, to achieve that, you have to become Shiva within, means detached. As Shiva is completely detached, you have to be detached. And that detachment will give you the same wisdom as Shiva has. So this is the quality one has to understand. Surrendering doesn't mean outside things to be surrendered. What is there? These are all stones. What are you surrendering? Surrendering means cleansing yourself completely, getting completely detached. Detachment is the only way you can rise. Some people get sick. They make such an ado out of it. I am sick, the whole world should know I am sick, 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 sick. But if you are a Sahaja Yogi, you should just watch Oh, so I am sick. All right, let's see. Just like a sport. Just watch. I am sick. So, what's happening now? The temperature is coming nicely, it's going down. You just sort of a playful, mirthful attention. So, the first thing of surrendering is important to reach the state of your spirit of Shiva and Sadashiva. But the second state is that you now think of others. First, it is, as they say in Sanskrit, is Vyashti, means individual gain. You get the individual gain. And then it becomes Samashti, means the collective. You have to work it out on collective. People who never even got realization, nothing of the kind, have been doing so much organization and this and that, while you have got everything. So now it is important that you should now extend this light to others.
Let's close our eyes and bring our attention above our head in thoughtless awareness. And let's just be for a couple of minutes in meditation together. The last part of the meditation is an Om meditation. Now, Om is the most simple and the most powerful mantra there is, with only 3 letters, A-U-M, and it gets power and meaning as you have your self-realization, as you all have by now. And the Om sound works on our center channel, on our right and on our left. So it clears it and it enlightens it. So it is very, very powerful if you join in with that from your heart. And so you can sing or say with this meditation. It's up to you. You can also just be in thoughtless awareness and enjoy this beautiful meditation music made by the Sahaja meditators in the USA. So go in thoughtless awareness And we join in with the Om meditation. Let's finish off together by bringing your attention in thoughtless awareness. Raise your Kundalini and put yourself in Bandhan, in protection. Now put your hand above your head, like not too close. Now bring the attention where your hand is, and you probably feel the cool coming out of your head now. Probably from all directions, actually. Try with the other hand. Bring the attention where your hand is, and you feel the cool. Okay, thank you, everybody. And I'm handing back to Lynn and Jean-Michel.
Very nice. Very peaceful. Beautiful video.
Very nice. Thank you, Hetty. I think I was going to mention where you're living. You live on the beach in the north.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
I got a
Sunshine
really good
Coast.
place to live.
And the sun doesn't stop shining there.
No, it's the winter is the best. It's like 21 to 24 degrees in the daytime and nice and cool at night. So it's beautiful. I'm
Very
very
nice.
lucky.
So we've got some sunshine with us. And we did see Leon posted in the WhatsApp. I'm not sure how many of you saw, but he posted his meditation space. So that was very nice to see the beach. He was on the beach for his meditation. So I imagine you make it to the beach for your meditation too, Hetty, sometimes?
I do a lot of foot soaking in the ocean.
Oh, how nice. She has the real ocean, folks, not just a bucket with salt and water in it.
No, but often when I'm on the beach, I get distracted. So I look at other people or whatever, and then I'm not doing a proper foot soak. So I still
You don't want to be there in the dark if it's just before bed
I
either.
still do a foot soak at home.
Yeah. So we're having a little bit of chit and chat, so you can think of your questions. But Shaban's already on the job. Was a very nice meditation, Shaban, and Shaban's mentioning that there is some fear that comes up when I'm getting thoughtless. Is this just fear of surrender and letting go? Always feel a block in center heart. You know, it's really good you're feeling the things I feel. Because your Kundalini is working on these centers and clearing it out. I think it's probably more frustrating for people who are not feeling something. Yanni, I know you get quite distressed about the fact that you're not feeling anything, but both of these situations are a good thing because it's working out. And Yanni, once you start to feel things, you'll be feeling fantastically cool because you're clearing out still, even if you're not feeling it. And likewise, Shoban, if you're feeling the blocks, it's actually clearing out.
Yeah, what you can do is when you feel that fear coming up, you can keep your left hand open towards Shri Mataji's photograph, and with your right hand, you can tap gently on your sternum bone, just a little bit like this. it will help release this issue in the chakra. And as Lynn was just saying, don't worry too much about this. It's a clearing process. Yeah, but just try that. Try put your hand on your center heart like
We can all
this,
try it.
or
Let's all
tap it
try.
like that. I had a similar issue when I started Sahaja Yoga, and it took a few months to go. And when it went, it never came back. It was like a blockage that was like sticking from the past, from whatever it was. And when it left, it left. Don't be identified with anything like this. As long as you can feel the silence and the peace and the joy inside, hang on to that. Everything else will drop out.
Hitesh is saying, thanks, great meditation, Hetty. I understand you have to keep your eyes open while doing foot soak, as yours were open, Hetty.
Yeah, I was keeping a bit of the eye on things with how with Vara, who was thank you so much for being our techie today.
Yes, Vara saved us.
Just checking, is the sound right for this? So that's also going on in the background. But for the foot soak, you can have your eyes open, but you can have them closed as well. So it's completely up to you. So,
Vara, why don't you come on down? Vara's given some nice advice there as well. So why don't you on video, and doesn't matter if you've got the wrong name card on. He's probably not wanting to, as he's got a different name card. There he is. He's going to do it. Vara, why don't you
spotlight him?
Yeah, I'm going to find him.
So much. It all went really well.
I'm using my sister's computer.
So he's not really Gulshan. He's Vara.
I was saying that, a long time ago, I think traditionally in the Eastern societies, maybe the Western too, I'm kind of new to the Western society, only 20 years old. So when this being thoughtlessness used to be the normal thing to do, like, having your 2 properties and expensive cars and your $5,000 shoes, that was not the in thing, I think, a while ago. But somehow with the progress that we call progress, advancement, we lost it. So thoughtlessness is the main thing, but since it's so out of fashion, and if you go and tell your friends that you're thoughtless, they probably think you're becoming stupid. Instead, it's the exact opposite. I think to become thoughtless is such a powerful thing, and perhaps because it's not in the fashion, like nobody talks about that stuff, there's also a feeling that, oh, maybe it's not the right thing to do and so on. But you can take solace in the fact that there are hundreds and hundreds of people, Sahaja Yogis at least, in the world for whom it's a very normal process. Like Jean-Michel was saying in the beginning, when he said, when I have a good meditation, I don't react and I witness better. I think what he's meaning is when he reaches thoughtlessness in his meditation, everything else becomes just matter-of-factly.
True.
Shoban said that, awesome, that gave me chills when you said, when it went, it went.
It is. See, when whatever we have in our chakras, in our subtle system, the main thing that we have is the connection with the spirit. It means the connection with this creative energy, this creative power. This creative power is what we call the Om. It is a vibration of silence and joy that cannot be affected by anything. It is there. It is what sustains the world. If we connect to this through our meditation, everything else, whether we feel insecure, fearful, feel sorry, feel anxious, or feel useless, or whatever whatever our conditionings are, it's not the reality. So that's why what Vara was saying is so important. When we get into the silence, suddenly we are above all these things. And when we get into the silence, we get the strength to go back, throughout the day with no tension, not any kind of imbalance pulling us right and left. So this is the trick, is you have to try, test yourself for a few weeks. It requires discipline, but with no effort. That's the challenge. But if you can sustain for a few weeks, once you get beyond obstacles, the magical thing is that it establishes things step by step. It means that if you become fearless, it is very unlikely that you will go back into the state of fear later. This is really very, very beautiful. I've seen myself change over and over.
And I think it's Sabine or Sabine, sorry.
Yes, Sabine has got
your
a
name
question.
wrong. Where would I have a blockage, or on which chakra could I work on to try clearing for anxiety, especially anxiety regarding health problems, illnesses? So the anxiety can be a result of many things, Sabine, but mostly it comes from the center heart, I feel. Any other thoughts, yogis?
It is, but it's also it's a trick from the mind. That's a play between our ego and superego. So it becomes complicated because it ends up being a catch on the center heart, but it is sometimes it's just a trick that our own mind is playing on us. So to untangle this, again, meditation is the solution.
Actually, on that one, the current society, what's this example? I was talking to someone. So, for example, there used to be a time where everyone believed there is God and there is a higher natural force that governs everything. But now it is, it's very easy. All the media or whoever is selling and entrepreneurs, they have to say, you are God, and that's it. You basically, you'll buy their product. They just have to say that, like, you are God, that's why you can choose my shoes, this brand, and so on. So it becomes very easy for them to sell your product. But what also happens is constantly we're focusing on ourselves. If I don't have my coffee with 2 sugars, I feel sad. And then 4 people will say the same thing. Oh yeah. Then you start to feel, yeah, not having that is what making me sad. So it all becomes, self-centered. It's all, and when it becomes like that, and constantly you surround yourself with people who talk like that and do things, then it also gives rise to some sort of anxiety, I feel. It just, everything becomes very sensitive because it's all focused on you. And I think when Jean-Michel was saying, yeah, it's the game of the ego that gives you anxiety.
It's confusion. It's confusion. It confuses everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult if you have some health condition that's been diagnosed that does give you anxiety. So it's it's understandable.
Don't go off your meds.
Yeah.
Coming here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you have to do whatever.
No, but, okay, let's go back to what Hetty said in the beginning. In that case, if it is a medical condition of any kind, foot soaking is magic.
Yes.
It's going to help so much.
Yeah.
Sabarish is also saying something.
Yeah, Sabarish, does addiction and compulsiveness reduce in meditation? Only way to reduce.
Definitely. I was quite a bit of an OCD person, and in the beginning you feel restless. So just the hardest thing is actually to light that candle and go and sit down, and then just accept the restlessness. And then again, foot soaking will really help, because the salt and the water really draws all that overactiveness out of your body. And the results come really, really quick. You do it for a week, and you find the difference.
It is.
So you also have to treat your bucket with the water after your foot soak. It's chemical nuclear waste.
That's the first time.
So don't tip it over your veggies.
No.
Don't tip it in the grass, or tip it through the toilet, because it's pretty contaminated.
And
That's
don't try
very
to
good.
don't try to save your $5 on
Yeah,
that.
so it
No.
makes a
Bowl
massive
and
difference.
use it for soaking your children's nappies or something.
Yeah, even if you can just do the foot soak, and then often, like in the beginning, you know, when you're restless, your mind is a mess, and it doesn't matter. Just foot soak and just try, and very quickly you get those little tiny snippets of feeling peaceful, or having a lot, still having thoughts, but a lot less, and it not erasing anymore. And then from there, it slowly just gets better. Believe me. But it's a little bit like, it's not like an instant fix. It's just a bit like watching the grass grow, and like a slow cooker. And it goes quite nice and gentle, and you won't feel like you haven't transformed the next day. But if you look back in a week or a month, you see the changes. So
Yeah.
you just kind of hang in there for the longer term. It's a marathon, not a
Yeah.
not a sprint.
Yeah.
And it's a
Sabarish,
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
the thing with Sahaja Yoga, I think, which is very unique to Sahaja Yoga, I feel, is we can say a lot of things, but you actually, if you meditate, let's say a week regularly, guaranteed that you become your own doctor, in the sense that you are meditating, and if your right side has been constantly warm compared to the left, you have the answer. It means that you need to balance your right side. And then what Hedy is saying about foot soak, that basically clears your right side. And for some reason, if you're meditating and you feel that your left is more uneasy, then you just come back to and say, hey guys, I have my left, and then we'll probably say, do candling like this and so on. So it's really, is this, tailored, compact message and solution to your own specific needs. So it's not a catch-all kind of thing.
I want to ask a question on behalf of the people who are not feeling the vibrations. So this is a particularly pertinent to the Vishuddhi Center. So Hetty, or anybody, some advice we can give. There's just a couple of people who, you can feel the vibrations actually in, like you get an idea. Suddenly an idea comes in your mind, and that's also feeling the vibrations.
But we can do it now. We can do a very quick exercise now.
Yeah.
Is whoever doesn't feel the vibrations, you put your two hands towards the screen and close your eyes. Close your eyes, and then take your right hand above your head and see if you feel now, just now, check if you feel any kind of tingling in your hand or above your head without thinking. Just check. Just check now. And then we take down our right hand open and take our left hand above the head. Again, we check without thinking. Just relax without thinking. All right. So now we can open our eyes. And whoever didn't feel, can you tell us if you felt anything now? Just anything in the palm of your hand or above the head? Just let us know. Tell us what you felt. And if you didn't feel it, just let us know.
Sabine says, I felt tingling in right index and left index fingers, as well as right thumb.
What about the palm, the center? Did you feel anything here?
And when you have your hand here, don't have it too close to your head, but have it right over the fontanelle bone. And then you can probably feel a sensation coming out of your head of cool or heat. And you can check it by moving your hand a bit away and then go back, and then you can feel it. And move away and then go back. And you probably feel, I think all of you feel cool. And then you try with the other hand. And you can feel the sensation coming out. And probably you can feel it better with one hand than the other hand. Because we're all a bit predominant, a bit more right-sided or left-sided. So we can usually feel it better with one hand or the other. Who can feel it?
Sabine saying it feels like it's a bit of cool air, but not sure if it's the room temperature.
No, it is. I can feel it. No, it is the cool.
Actually, maybe it is the room temperature, Sabine. So if you can, that answer, it's only you can answer. I can say, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like John Michel, that it is a cool breeze.
Yeah, the room temperature doesn't come out of your head.
Exactly.
So it's always people think it's the air conditioner or the open window or something like that. But the air conditioner doesn't come out of your head. Actually, as when you do Sahaja Yoga, the air conditioner comes out of your head.
And I feel for your question, Sabine. I think when I went to the Sahaja Yoga session first time as a 17-year-old, that's exactly the question I asked. But then I was a bit more rude. First I said, "Oh, uncle, the fan is on," so he switched off the fan. I said, "Oh, uncle, I think the window is open. That's where it's coming from."
Yeah,
And
but
then,
well done, Sabine. You actually felt it, so that's really good.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, and the thing is, when whatever we feel it's very subtle, but if we close our eyes, we can see straight away all the tension, all the complication is gone, and we just relax. And this is what it is. Sometimes it's not easy to feel the actual vibration on the hand, but you can feel inside. It works together. It's a well-being.
And Sabine, you've been meditating in the sessions for regularly in these?
Yeah, Sabine's been coming every day.
Oh, wow. Right.
Pretty much.
You probably agree, Sabine, that it improved from day 1 to day 18? Oh, cool.
Oh, well done.
In the mornings, wow.
Definitely paying.
Yeah.
It's definitely paying off.
Yeah.
Without sounding too patronizing, you should definitely be proud of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everybody's been coming daily. It's really good.
Bye, Siobhan. Good night.
Good night, Shaban.
Don't know where Siobhan is coming from.
Bye.
Trying as much as possible. Yep.
UK, right.
Yeah. Shaban's in UK. Yes, it's.
All right. Who was asking? Who was asking for a mentor?
What's that?
Someone was asking for a mentor.
Oh yeah, for a mentor. Yeah, that's
Prashant was the
Rajiv
one.
and Deirdre.
Okay.
And
Plus,
Prashant,
if anyone wants to just email on the free meditation site, I got one email from Nicoleta in Spain. So,
Wow. Viva España.
it's 3 people, I think, Lynn, in the end.
yes. So that was
Gidreil,
Rajiv
Rajiv and
Mehta.
Prashant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Yes, I see that now. Let me make a note. Duly noted.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like Sabine should have it.
Sahaja, do you know by any chance where childhood trauma of abandonment manifest in the chakra?
Guys, sorry to barge in on that. That sounds like people should have that as a mentor rather than in a public forum.
Yeah. We'll take that offline, Sabine. So,
But it would definitely affect what we spoke in the beginning, which was the sense of security in this chakra. But it might be a bit more complicated, but this would definitely affect.
yeah. So we'll try to do the allocation all on, vibrations, how it feels, who with who. But it's not compulsory, but just might be helpful. Yeah, I think I've got everyone now.
All good questions, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
Anyone else that felt the cool vibrations coming out of their head? There's still quite a lot of people here. I can feel you're all very cool today.
Yeah, it's just getting stronger.
Feels very cool, yeah.
I mean, meditating at Matterhorn in the Alps, you cannot go wrong.
No, that's pretty cool.
It was very nice. Yes, that's good.
Okay, that's good. Just so sometimes takes a while before you can really feel it on your hands. So just stick to it and you will feel it probably very soon.
Yeah.
And sometimes also when we have physical meetings in a group, it's easier also to feel things because we are together. Online, it works very well, but when we have a meeting, like doing a meditation together or having a food talk together or anything like this, I feel that some people who have difficulty to feel, we can definitely help even more.
Yeah. Amaranthus is asking if having a fever affects our feeling of vibrations.
Oh, and we can ask Hetty. Hetty would know.
Hetty, you had a fever recently. How are your vibrations?
Yeah, I have a fever still, and I still can feel vibrations.
Good.
So it's a bit, you don't feel the best, but I can still feel vibrations, and I can still feel the cool coming out, especially meditating with you all together. But it's a bit easier when you're not sick, I must say. Did you feel anything, Amaranthus? Could you feel something cool coming out and then move away? Sometimes, you can actually, when you're not completely well, you can actually sometimes feel heat coming out. I feel tingling in my head.
Tickling. Yeah.
Okay, now that's good, because the Kundalini comes up and it's actually, there's some imbalances and it tries to solve it. So it's working on it.
Bit of a headache in the end of meditation.
Yeah. So that will all clear.
Yeah, if you wait a little longer, you'll find the headache goes away gradually and cool comes. It takes a bit of time to settle.
Yeah.
And probably when you're thoughtless and your attention's up here, you don't feel the headache. But when you come back into your brain, the headache hits you again. So,
And Amaranthos, were you on foot soak today, by any chance?
Who?
That probably will help.
Yeah. Amaranthos, foot soaking for you, for fever especially. It's very good.
There we go, written the script.
Are you a doctor?
I'm talking to Dr. Lynn Vasudeva. She's the one.
Yes, so your prescription, everyone, is a foot soak every day, along with your meditation every day. Sabine, would someone who feels drawn to the free meditation and community of the online Sahaja Yoga meditation be still welcome if they had internal struggles to print out Shri Mataji's picture to put in the frame because of their Christian upbringing? That is something people do struggle initially, but yeah, just wait until that drops away.
Yeah, it is not essential. The essential is what you experience in your meditation. Everything else about, even in these programs, we're talking about aspects of God and this and that. It's all part of the knowledge that we can go to or not. It is not, for me personally, it is not what drives me to meditate. What drives me to meditate is the deep relaxation I'm getting out of it, and the empowerment of my own strength, my own self-confidence and fearlessness. This is what's important. And then we discover all this invisible world and all the chakras that we have. We discover it. And then our relationship with Shri Mataji, or understanding of who she is, or it just comes naturally anyway. So there's no question of, it's not critical.
And it was never a rule or anything, Sabine. However, people who've been meditating for long, you born into some religion, and there's a lot of theory, God is like that, God is like this, and so on. But for us, a lot of us had all sorts of troubles. And then when you hold Shri Mataji's hand, and you can literally see, it's very clear to you that, oh goodness, only after I got into Sahaja Yoga meditation, all these things have sorted out. And we have photographs in our homes that's completely out of respect and proven solutions that we had. Really.
Yeah, and you know what happened also is, at some point I was doing some radio programs a few years ago, and I was doing a program about Jesus Christ. And for this program, for this presentation, I had to read, I wanted to read and understand Jesus Christ more. So I was reading lots of I read the Bible and other things, and I really had this amazing close feeling about Christ. Meditation took me closer to Christ than ever. It was really beautiful. So every religion has a pure identity with God, and we just got to embrace and relax about it.
Yeah, no rules.
Good questions that are coming. Wow.
Yeah,
really good questions. Yeah, so it's Gidrius. If I don't know, I probably say that really wrong, but is detachment comes with meditation, or is it something I have to work on separate? Don't work on it too hard. Don't try too much willpower and working. When you start meditating, it just comes. So don't try and push yourself. The main thing of this is meditating and enjoying it. And through the joy, then the detachment just comes, because then you start seeing how funny, you often see other people, how they react to everything, and you start seeing how you react to everything. And then you have to have a laugh because it's so funny. And it just starts dropping away because you start seeing it. So just enjoy, have a laugh about yourself, have a good laugh about others, and don't work.
And tickets to Himalayas are super expensive at the moment, Gidres, anyway, so don't do it.
I feel I already know that. Yeah, I know. And because if you've been here for a while, you start seeing and experiencing it all already.
Actually, just for fun, Gidres, what is your definition of detachment?
You have to be detached from detachment.
Some scriptures, you can be in a very, there is this, by the way, Shri Mataji has been giving a lot of speeches. The one speech he talks about is of one of the incarnations called King Janaka. And he's the king, but he's absolutely detached in the sense that you could be living in a super expensive house or driving the most expensive car, but it doesn't do anything to you. It doesn't give you pride. It doesn't give you happiness. It's just a car goes on 4 wheels from point A to point B. So that I think is one of the definitions of detachment. But if you get clarity on that, I think it makes it much more easy. All right, I won't label
About here struggling with surrender. I'm still struggling with surrender, big time. So I'm going through all kind of levels with it, and surrendering, especially growing up in a Western world, that's extremely counterintuitive to surrender. So don't worry about it too much, because it will come over time. And it will come when you're ready, and when you need to, you'll find a way.
See, because like a small child, when a small child needs something, and then his mom is giving him what he needs, like he's sad and his mom is coming and cuddle him and he feels good. So the next time it happens again, she will be there again. And gradually, whoever the child condition is going to relax, and then his guard will drop and he will be completely easy and protected. And this is a bit what happens to us. We have challenges and whatever, and gradually we just, our relationship with this power of love around us is just growing, because we just feel more comfortable. This is and then surrender is not an issue. It's natural.
Surrender, English is not my first language, because what is surrender? Sometimes, when you surrender your anger, sometimes, surrender, I think in the general language, it is like sacrificing and stuff like that, but that's not what we're talking about, right? Surrendering your anger, for example, you're not losing anything, you're gaining everything.
Surrender is like surfing, swimming. You just let go and you say, okay, I'm going to surf. It's a risk for my life, but ultimately I take the chance and enjoy the wave. This is a bit like what I feel about surrender, is just we feel there is love going on. When we raise our Kundalini, we feel peaceful, silent. This is a proof of love. So if we can accept that it happened and just accept to surf a bit more. This is a surrender. We all take a risk, you know, and when it works out well, then next time it will be easier.
Isn't surrender to give up? Depending on how you see it. If you see it giving up as, you're doing a big favor to someone else, I don't know.
But I don't do, for me, I don't need to do this. Surrender is just accepting to enjoy. This is surrender.
I guess you have your answer, Sally.
We don't have to surrender anything. Like the Shri Mataji says, we don't have to surrender our house,
Yes,
our family, our kids.
Yeah.
The only thing we have to surrender is our ego and our conditionings.
And we have to decide to get in the water and swim
that's right.
if we want to go for a swim.
Just enjoy it.
It'll never happen if you sit on the edge of the pool. You have to actually jump in.
You know, kids, they take risk all the time.
Yeah.
They go on a skateboard, they jump off the roof, because they just want to
And not
enjoy it.
thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking is what stops you.
That's it.
But it might be too cold in the water, or I might sink, or I might forget how to swim.
Yes.
Might get water in my nose. Yeah, not thinking. Sounds good, Sabine.
Love life too much. I like this.
Yeah, that's very nice, Sabine. You got to a nice point.
Well said.
And if you surrender, you live life king size or queen size.
Yeah.
All right, Lynn, I think before we
Yeah, I think we've come to a natural lull, and
before we get into the 4 digits in the time clock.
yeah. Well, let's do it all again tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow we're going to forgive. That's going to be great. So we'll take it up again tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Lovely night
thanks
being with you
everyone
all.
for joining
Thank you so
in.
much. Thank you, Vara, for stepping in.
All right, bye. Gulshan Am, by the way. Today.
Oh, you're Gulshan. Yes, that's right. Vara Gulshan. All right.
By the way, where is Sabine from? Where are you?
We know where you're from, don't we, Sabine? UK? No, that was Shoban.
Good night,
Thank you,
Amaranthus.
Amaranthus.
Germany.
Oh, Germany, but living in Sydney. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht.
Yes.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Bye-bye.
All right. Good night, all.
Good night.
Gute Nacht.
Thank you, Hetty.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Hetty. Thank you, Vara.
Michelle, Vara,
It was wonderful.
and
Very nice.
everyone. Great contribution from all. Good night, all. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining.